All right. Thank you for tuning in to Gotham Sound and Communications live coverage of NAB 2024. I'm here with Jeff from Phonak.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So in the last video, we did a wind protection thing, and unfortunately, we blew people's ears out. So since Phonak is a company that is dedicated to having people here, we are not going to do that on this video.
That would be good.
It's going to be very chill.
We could sell you a hearing aid after the fact if you want, but that's a different side. But yes, okay. You can keep it within the family company, but yeah.
We might need it. Okay, great. Well, again, thanks for being here, and Gotham Sound and Communication for both blowing out and protecting your ears. We're here for you. I'm trying out all these taglines. It's kind of fun. So what is new and exciting with Phonak?
So we have a couple exciting things to announce for sure. One is that we have a sales campaign on for 25% off Roger products.
That's huge. That's like a quarter of the price off. I'm pretty sure that's how that math works.
That is how it works.
Wow,
so
amazing.
We're excited to have that through our partners like Gotham Sound, and it goes until May 15th. So sort of just, NAB excitement, trying to piggyback off of that, trying to bring back, just some overall excitement in our industry and trying to help out as best we can. So we're excited about that. We don't always get that approval from from a large company like Sonova, our parent company, but I'm happy about that we're able to provide that. So
yeah, I remember when you talked to a lot of the dealers for Phonak, and one of the things that I remember talking about was that you were interested in the recovery of the industry.
Yes.
It's been a rough year, and making your products available to people at less to be able to get them to be able to do the jobs they need to do.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, and for us, I mean, we're still a lot of customers, our legacy product, Invisity, which was, an RF receiver, about the 214 to 220 megahertz range. We still have clients that are grasping, to that product line, but we're hoping this also allows people to finally jump into Roger, and with our discount and the variety of products that we offer, I think that this can hopefully help accelerate that a little bit. So yeah.
Right, and there is news about the 214 to 216 line.
There is. So we knew that at the end of this year, 2024, that officially all service was going to be over for the Invisity product line. We have received word last week from Sonova that we are completely out of the 214 to 220 range refurbished units that we were using for a flat rate repair, which is how we do it at Phonak. So unfortunately, 214 to 220 range, there is no longer a service for that, other than still getting a speaker section, which is typically what oftentimes is all it is that you just need a new speaker section. Those speaker sections will still be available till the end of this year. There will be a last call on those, by the way.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
that's
we will be
good
sure to announce that to Gotham Sound and let everyone know that there will be a final purchase for those as well. So, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know that was discontinued, at least 5 years ago, if not longer.
Yeah. End of 2019, what we do is try to have a service option for at least 5 years after the purchase of the product. Warranty, of course, being 2 years, and then 2 to 5 years, we do a flat rate replacement, generally of a new one if we have it. In Invisity's case, there was no new ones left. But say Roger, for example, if somebody is returning one, that's 2 to 5 years old and it's not physically stepped on or anything like that, then yes, it's a flat rate fee and you get a brand new one for approximately half the price. So,
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, great to know about the Invisity, and the end of life for that.
Yes.
So we're live.
Yes.
So we have comments.
Sure.
So Almanax, who's been a top contributor, thank you, said that his mother was born with reduced hearing.
Yes.
And has been using Phonak hearing aids for years. So he just wanted to say that you're appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We oftentimes get that overlap of clients that, at a studio broadcast show like NAB, people come up to us, they recognize Phonak, the brand, and it's nice. I have personally nothing to do with the medical side, but it is nice to hear that our brand, is just so far-reaching and certainly helping people. Much like in our industry, we've been helping talent be cued for over 30 years, and so I feel that proud of that we've helped that for 30 years. But certainly on the hearing impairment side, we're so happy about that. So thank you.
We actually have some talent that that buys their own. They'll contact us and want their own system. So they'll
Yeah.
buy an earwig, and they'll buy some kind of a prompting system,
Yeah.
whether it's the base station with an external mic, or whether it's the, what is it? What's this one called again?
The touchscreen mic?
The
or
touchscreen mic, yeah, that's the one.
Well, interestingly enough, I mean, that's a good point to bring up, really, is that the studio product line of Roger, which Roger is actually referring to the chipset that Phonak came out with, it is cross-compatible with the medical side. So meaning that our transmitter, our Roger base station, for example, on the studio side, is compatible with hearing aids that would have that Roger chip in it. So you could, and I've heard of on-set people using this, if you have a talent with hearing impairment and they do have a hearing aid in, that if it has the Roger chip, we are actually able to utilize some of our studio broadcast transmitters, the repeaters and stuff like that. So it comes in handy that it is cross-compatible.
We also get a lot of schools and other public facilities that they have they want to be able to provide that, and so we get we often source transmitters for classrooms and things like that, and that's gratifying when we can do that.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the new thing.
Yes.
So there's a new thing that was just announced, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So I am excited to sort of come with a new product to the show. This is something that is already been out on the medical side. This is actually version 2 of this. It's called the Roger On. And basically it's a standalone microphone or audio input Roger transmitter. It's super lightweight, super small. It can be a standalone microphone, so it's going through a multi-mic element noise canceling algorithm. So it's creating what we call beamforming, which is a really popular term to use in our industry. But how I see this going to be used, I think for sure in the studio broadcast industry, is there's an audio input for it, and you can tap into an existing belt pack system. So we used to do that with the multimedia hub, which I do have here. It has an internal battery that's pretty heavy and quite large here.
I mean, you can see that the difference in size is
so
noticeable.
And it's just the weight is. So what I'm thinking is that this is going to be a great solution. Again, if distance is an issue, and we have various ways to get over that with the Roger system, repeaters, Wi-Fi extenders, etc. But this could also be another option, I think, that you tap into an existing belt pack system, electrosonics, whatever it might be, that you're gaining that distance that you need on set, and you're simply tapping into that. So that the audio out of that belt pack goes into this, and now all of a sudden the talent is perhaps already wearing that belt pack anyways, so then it just becomes eliminating that wire or putting it in a prop close to the talent. I think this might be a real handy tool for people to have in their bag of tricks.
And what's the battery life on that?
It's anywhere from about 8 to 12 hours. So I think reasonable for sure. It's got a nice clip on the back here. Yeah, so it can be a standalone again. So again, just directly to the earpiece pairing. As usual, I mean, our goal is to eliminate the need for any wires to be seen on camera. I mean, we want our talent to not be seen with a coil cord, not have to carry around a belt pack. That's the whole idea of what we're trying to accomplish here, and I think this helps in some way to eliminate that. Is a very simple solution, tapping into an existing belt pack system.
Got it. And do you call it Roger On because it clips on?
I guess so. I mean, originally it's something that someone, you'd connect it to a hearing aid on the medical side, and it just allows you to easily give it to the teacher of a classroom. We talked about that, or just, something of that nature where you need to hear that person in particular.
And will this pair with a base station as well, so that you could use it as
it still remains to be seen. I need to actually confirm that. If that can be a secondary transmitter, say with a base station, where you would bring that into that network, that Roger network, and that could be sort of a standalone pass-around mic. We need to still figure that out if that is possible. As of right now, it can be a standalone mic by itself, or have that input, directly to the earpiece.
How fun though! Look at this little screen. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a little tiny screen on it. That's pretty fun. And so what? This is a push to talk?
It can be, yes.
It can be.
You unmute, mute.
Unmute.
The back there's a little button on the back to sync.
Wow.
So same thing. You can go one to any unlimited earpieces as well with this little thing. Has a nice clip on the back, which I like.
Yeah, that's
but
great.
Yeah, super
It's
super
so
light.
small.
Yeah. And the distance is actually, believe it or not, it's the same transmitting strength as our touchscreen mic, as our base station. I did some testing in our office through walls and stuff like that. So, I was pretty impressed by this little thing, to be honest.
Can you put an external antenna on it? I'm kidding. No, you can't. What's the actual latency on Roger?
Roger is about 12 milliseconds. So the natural from one transmitter to any earpiece or receiver is about 12 milliseconds. If you bring repeaters into the equation, and you can have unlimited repeaters into each network, you're adding about 2 to 3 milliseconds per repeater.
Got it. Okay.
So, yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, so I'm going to open it up for more questions. But while we're here, I have to ask the question I've been asking pretty much everybody. What is your favorite color?
My favorite what?
Color.
Color?
Color, yeah. It's important. The world wants to know.
Man. I don't know. I don't think I have one because I love blue, I love red, and I know black's not a color, but I love black as well. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's depressing a little bit, but yeah, blue and black, I don't know.
It's good to be filled with love. So it's also, you know what, did not toe the company line, so good for you.
Yeah.
Because I think most people would say, Phonak green, which I do like Phonak green. We did a commercial together a couple years ago, and I own a jacket now that is that color. So it hasn't made it out into NAB yet, but maybe in the future.
Maybe Gotham Expo, May 4th,
maybe,
right?
May the 4th be with you. Yeah, that's right. You're going to be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, we haven't talked about this today, but for anybody that's going to be in New York City on May the 4th, if you are not watching a Star Wars marathon or doing anything else, if you want to come down, come see Jeff, myself, and a bunch of other manufacturers, food,
always
games.
Good food.
Yeah, there's always food. Yeah, we always have a good food truck. All right, well, I think that wraps it up for now.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to go to lunch, so I appreciate it. And, thank you. It's always nice to see you.
Thanks so much.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you after lunch.